Hey everyone, it's time for another Guild War. Last Guild War before Ivana release, and I'm super excited for her release tomorrow because after her release, both Lady of the Scales and DN will be mostly gone from RTA. I hate both units with a passion. I don't like playing DN because she limits the draft you have. I hate playing against Scales and DN, even though the answers are very obvious and they're very easy. And it's not hard to beat it, but it kind of limits the units that you can pick. And I don't like being limited to a certain hero pool just because my enemy picked Lady of the Scales or DN. So Ivana's going to be good for the game, very good indeed, and I'm looking very much forward to both DN and Lady of the Scales having their DDR moment, because DDR vanished from the meta at the moment Schneel got released. So very much looking forward to that. But for now, we have our Guild War today, and neither DN nor Scales is an issue in Guild War. Maybe this will be my famous last words of today, but we'll see. Let's get right into the Guild War. Today we are fighting against a guild called FairyTail from Asia. I'm kind of late to this guild war, so there's only one of the big towers left. Buben Joyer is who will be going against. Round 1, Nodos, City, Bright Zenya. I'll be going with a young Zenya comp here. So my Aram was the bottom part, but the view protection set for some protection. Then we've got our young Zenya, Friendship, Release Imprint, Bulk. And then we've got the only unit that matters. I did not forget Warfare set, the Warfare, and Torrent, 4.8k attack. We got Horn of the Blue Rose for instant souls, instant soul burn, etc. Yada yada yada. I gave her some speed. I can get more attack. I can go to 5k attack, but she'd be at base speed, and I don't like her base speed. Because if this is a 250 her city, which nobody mentioned here, we'd be screwed. So that little bit of speed is actually quite nice. And then we've got round 2, super easy, super classic, Scales, Genesis Ross, and Yulha. Honest to God, I could play this with just Ilanaf and Nodos. Would just mean that Genesis Ross deals more damage to me, and I don't want that, so I'm just gonna pick Renak, blast the Genesis Ross real quick, reduce his HP, proc his first immortality, then we go into the Nodos field, IS Soulburn S3 or just S3 onto the Yulha, and then both Yulha and Ras die, and it's gonna be over. So let's go right in. I forgot to show the gear of Ilanaf and Nodos. I just realized, my bad. I'll show the gear right after this attack. 31k HP Harseti. Wait, is everybody 40k HP then? We'll find out. I mean, and we're gonna deal some damage with young Zenya here. That looked like quite a lot of damage on the Bright Zenya. And we know from the scout that the Nodos is on Holy Sack, so I'm free to Soulburn into Bright Zenya. This deals roughly 42k damage. 47k. Yeah, 42k was my standard one. So let's reset Hecate. And now we'll deal, I believe, usually I deal 52k, 53k. So probably more now. And he's not on POV, so he's gonna die. Like a dog. 54k. Very nice. Let's send this into her city. Now she will survive this turn. I'm quite confident that she will. At 31k HP, that's quite a lot. Let's boost our team. Great, we stunned even. That's perfect. Makes things a little bit easier. This one. Okay, that's Jova. My Relac, 327 speed. I believe 3.8k attack. Let's steal stats. Let's run this into Genesis Ross. Perfect, he procced, so the immortality is gone. Now Lady will push up. Yolha is going to push the Ras even further with Superhuman, but since we have immunity on both Nodos and Il'Naf, we don't care. It's a precious connection, which is fine. We are on Adamant Shield on my Il'Naf, so that's super easy. Barely an inconvenience. No real damage dealt, very good. And gone are the buffs. Arena might die here. I just realized, and that'd be kind of for the rest of the attacks. Maybe. Let's blast away this guy here. And Yulha plus Scales won't have enough oomph to get rid of my Renak, because the only unit that goes into Renak is Scales here. Due to the fact that Scales has no natural elemental advantage and Renak has the lowest HP, but that's kind of whatever. Because Yulha will always go into Il'Naf, because Il'Naf has less HP than Notos. Yulha is gone. Whoopsie. That was not supposed to happen, but it's whatever. Let's finish this out with Renak. I misclicked. But we didn't lose Renak, which is very good. Very, very good. Perfect. Last stronghold, fortress, stronghold, fortress, I don't know. Last big tower gone, so let's take care of the smaller ones. Let me intervene myself. I promised to show the gear. So this is the Renak we used, almost 3.8k. I just realized this is the Notos, and the Il'Naf is over here. Just because I forgot about it almost. Okay, second attack of the day against Lil Turn. Round 1, we've got the classic, nothing too fancy. Scales, Setsuka, and Frieren. So we'll be going with another Notos comp. I know it gets boring, but that's the world we live in. Standard Il'Naf, the one I just showed basically, absolutely no changes. The absolute same Notos, no changes. And then we've got Zeno on full condom build. He's not gonna die to anything. And then it's gonna be Jova. Bottom team, more interesting. We've got Biblis, we've got Racist Sigrid, and we've got Genesis Ras. So I'm fully expecting the Racist to go first, because my Yulha is only 298 speed. Sigrid out Storm Sword, so we have a net push of 4%, unless I'm totally mistaken and Sigrid pushes back more, but I don't think she does. It's 20, yep, so we have a net push of 20%, 4%, sorry, and that means we're gonna take a turn right after Sigrid. We'll push up either Hecate or Salome, depending on the speed RNG, etc., etc. And then we'll first off kill the Genesis Ras here, then Salome copies Hecate, we'll kill off the Biblis, and that's gonna be GG. So, there's the Hecate. That's a gear. So my standard RTA Hecate. And that's my standard RTA Salome on Speed Miracoli. And 284 speed, so it's naturally speed tuned. This is actually by design in this case. So should be rather smooth sailing unless I totally miss something with this Biblis and it's a mythical 290 speed Biblis, but I don't think it's going to be that way. So let's style on this guy for once, and if I end, I end. But this should be a very clean win all around. Yeah, standard Setsuka, standard... actually not a standard Setsuka, she's on Shepherd of the Hollow, but ultimately Shepherd of the Hollow does make no difference. So this is full nuke Frieren, 7.3k, doesn't even put a dent on our team, which is very nice. So let's Nodos S3, and the game is basically Jova from this point onwards. Let's attack the Setsuka here. Now Frieren will attack Zeno. It's gonna deal some damage, but ultimately Zeno shouldn't die. Yep. Still alive and kicking. This is going to kill off the free run because we're soulbound, and most likely also prop the Setsuka. Yep. I get rid of a Setsuka now, and then it's just the scales, and she's not fast enough to kill off our Xeno. Alright, and it's over. Very nice and clean. So let's see how this goes. We outsped. I believe this racist cigarette is not geared. In which case, we push the Hecate. We kill the Ras. Yep. Copy the Hecate. I don't think at this point that I kill the Biblis, so I'll just get rid of racist secret in that case. Unless this is a 30k. No, she's not. She's actually ungeared. Or just okay. So Biblis does nothing here going forward. Oh, 22k at 4 stacks. Yeah, that gear is not it either. I mean, she's gonna be annoying. We're gonna slowly whittle her down. Also whittle down our HP. But the second, actually no, she loses all her HP here. So let's open this. I think she cleanses right now though. Yeah. Oh, she kept the death break right. So yeah, that's bye bye Biblis. That was not it. But it's nice to have an easy guild war like that. So let's move on to the next fight, and too bad this guy was ungeared on one of his units. Last game of the day against Lunaris. With 2 very easy comps, so to say, but we get to use something new for once. So round 1, Firen, Strays, Ahmed. I believe Bro forgot that Zio is a unit. So we'll be going with Xeno, who is way too fast for his own good, but that's what it is in this case. Then we've got Dark Shepherd of the Dark DN, full nuke, well, full nuke build, I say. Nuke build, it's gonna kill the Freeran for sure. And then we've got our boy Successor Tehu, who's going to kill off the Strays. So, yeah, very straightforward kill here. And then bottom team, the classic Setsuka, Genesis Ras, and any of the scales. I'm so happy that this is going to disappear because it's getting very boring. So, Eleanov, Xeno, Notos, and let's go. Let's see if this Firen is on immunity set. If she's not, GG. She is, in fact, not on immunity set. So let's push back Ahmed. Like it really doesn't matter. Alright. Both okay, Strays resisted, but we don't care luckily. We ignore our death break here. Gone is the Strays. Almost 100k damage. And gone is the Freeran. 20k on the Freeran, very nice and clean. This can be so easy. Okay. Nodos actually is not going to get lapped by Ras here, so yeah, didn't even need the immunity. But it's a condom rule, better have it than and not needed than needed but don't have it, right? Precious connection, I see. It could Astrish Setsuka, all good, all good. I forgot the rotation here though. I believe it was... I saw one on this. I don't think we kill Setsuka. Oh, we might actually. Let's see. Not quite. And now Setsuka heals up. Damn, son. Oh well, whatevs. Well, Setsuka's gone now though. And then the last Sorbonne goes into scales naturally. It's GG. A very quick and dirty Guild War today. But sometimes, I mean, we lost the last 2 Guild Wars, so naturally we get to have an easy Guild War for once. Alright, that wraps up today. Let's close it out for today. And just so everybody sees it, the big towers are actually gone. So there's nothing I can do. Anyway, let's wrap it up. I thank you all for watching today's Guild War video again. Tomorrow we'll be back with the Ivana pulls. I'm still aiming to make that the 7 Masters video. I'm just so lazy when it comes to these things, honest to God. But I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. No excuses. I'm gonna publish it tomorrow probably too. I'm gonna start recording the video right after this here. So yeah, see you tomorrow for Ivana pulls. Let's get lucky just like we did on, who was the last unit? Estelle. And have a good time. See you then. Bye bye.